Hey guys, Tippy here with Tippy Tales. I am currently sitting in the Costco parking lot right now, about to go shopping. If you are interested in seeing what I normally pick up on the keto diet, keep on watching.
Favorite store, by the way. Obviously we have a camera and we're talking to the camera and people are looking at us. I don't usually vlog in this type of public setting, but first time for everything. Getting some stares, usual, but I gotta get comfortable with it, right guys? First stop, avocados. Avocados, so good and so nutritious and delicious, great in fat. How I pick my avocado is I like to go for something a little bit more green rather than purple. You see the purple here? That means it's ripe, it's ready to eat. I let it sit out for a couple of days because I always have avocados on hand, so I always go with green. Fresh produce, about to go into the cold room, guys. We have squash, you have yellow, and you have your zucchini, great for grilling. Brussels sprouts, I love baking with this, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. Okay, organic spring mix. This is great for salads. I like to always have it on hand just to give myself some variety. It is cold in here. I'm trying to go as fast as possible. So if I am talking super fast, that's because I am cold. Organic mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love grilling mushrooms. I'm gonna say grill a lot because it's summertime and I love to grill. So you're gonna hear me say grill, grill, grill. Bigger than my head. Rice cauliflower, this is awesome. I'm Asian, I love rice, I love noodles. This is a great substitute. People like to buy cauliflower and they put it in the food processor. This is ready to go for you. It's $3.99. Cut out one less step that you need to do. All right, zucchini noodles. I love rice, I love noodles. This is a great substitute for it. A little bit of sesame oil, a liquid aminos, salt and pepper, and a meat of your choice and a variety of vegetables. Boom. Buy it as noodled, I should say. Is that even a word? Noodled? Buy it noodled? Okay. I just made a word up. Cucumbers. I love cucumbers, especially these cucumbers. They're so crunchy. English cucumbers are my favorite cucumbers. You could dip it with a certain mayo, aioli, a ranch, however you want to do it. I like to dip this. I like to snack on it. It's great also with guacamole as well. So cucumbers. Ryan is walking backwards and filming right now and he's doing amazing. All right, so we're in the meats. Ground beef, full fat. You get 3 slabs of this here for $19.99. I love to make egg roll in a bowl. Maybe I'll show you the recipe for that with this. Again, being Asian, I like to eat a lot of Asian food, and I've been incorporating that into my keto diet. Maybe I'll show you my egg roll in a bowl recipe. Let me know, comment below if you want to see that. Hello.
I can get my video or what?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, right there.
He has to be in the video, guys, so we're gonna have to give him a shout out. So you have your pork selection here. I love pork belly, guys. I have an awesome recipe that I do. It is an Asian recipe. I love to grill it. I love to eat this with kimchi. If you're a kimchi fan, you know what's up with the pork belly. Okay, shout out to the camera guy, my husband. He makes amazing, amazing ribs, guys. And they do have really great ribs here. You could do it the fresh one or you could do the packaged one. It feeds 4 to 5 people and they're great for meal prep. So ribs. All right. I love Costco. I love Costco. Okay. So here you have the rotisserie chicken. It is $4.99 for a whole chicken. If you do not want to cook, this is a big hack. Pick yourself up a chicken. Okay, they're sampling. It's Saturday. Good morning.
Guess what I'm doing for you guys today?
You're sampling these delicious Evergood hot link sausages.
Yes. Be careful because it will be a little spicy too.
I love
But
spicy.
Me too. That brings in the flavor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And these are actually my favorite, and we get this every single time we're here.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that.
Get it. You're enjoying it too much there.
It's so good. When you do a happy dance afterwards, that's how you know it's good, guys.
Exactly.
Do yourself a favor and pick yourself up these hot links. Super good for breakfast and also grilling. Should we get seconds?
No.
Costco makes it easy for you. If you do not want to season your ribs, you have the St. Louis style dry rub seasoning. You could feed easily 4 to 5 people. Great for meal prepping, guys. So make your life easy. Again, I personally don't consume a whole lot of dairy. I really try to minimize it because my eczema will flare up and I don't want to deal with that. So I keep it to a minimal, and every now and then I have cheese. I dibble dabble with it. But again, I'm not the biggest cheese person because of that, not because I don't like it, but because I just get a reaction. This is a good buy here. This is something a lot of people love to buy. This is the variety pack, party pack. Again, easy to snack. If you are a snacker, grab a couple of pieces of this, salami, nuts, and make it a party, guys. My husband and I really love Kerrygold. It is grass-fed. You get 3 packs in this bad boy here. All right, guys, we are in the chicken aisle. They definitely have a great selection of chicken. I like to pick up chicken wings and chicken thighs. It has more fat, more flavor. I enjoy it better. I'm not a chicken breast girl. Done that, been there, not doing it anymore. My favorite part of Costco right here, guys. Favorite part is going to be the USDA prime beef. Now, I have to say, it is a little bit pricier. Ryan and I really try to buy great quality meats. That's something we don't skimp on. That's just us. Of course, you do you with what's within your budget and make it work for you and your family, but this is what I like to do. My favorite cut is going to be ribeye. I am a ribeye girl all the way. I love a juicy ribeye, especially during summer right now. A grilled juicy ribeye, you cannot beat that. Now, Seafood City, woo! Okay, staple in keto, guys. Do yourself a favor and pick up salmon. Get your omega-3s from there. We get a lot of omega-6s from a lot of vegetable oils. You're eating out, you're going to restaurants, you're gonna get omega-6s, but load up on those omega-3s. This is wild salmon. When they have wild salmon, pick it up, guys. It is a different pigment. You take a look at this here. Oh my gosh, this has got that blood orange color. I love a good wild salmon. Raw pumpkin seeds. If you are a salad girl, I definitely would recommend picking this up. Sprinkle it on your salad. Also, it's great for snacking as well. Macadamia nuts. Get yourself a pack. It is a little pricey, $18.99, but that's pretty much the most affordable you're gonna find for a size this big, okay? Macadamia nuts, great in fats. Also buttery, tasty, love it. I love pistachios. I probably don't eat it as much as I love it, but I love pistachios. Don't do this to yourself. Don't crack pistachio, guys. Why buy this when you can buy this? Don't do that, okay? Save yourself the time, unless you just like to crack things. Take a look at this whole entire aisle. You have all the nuts that you could choose from, guys. If there's anything that you go nuts for here, are nuts. All right, holy guacamole, $13.99, and you get 20 of these, guys. Super buy, I would say. And they come in these little cartridges here. They're very easy on the go. Also, the one thing about this, what I like the most, is that you could store it and it lasts longer than actual real avocados. So if you're working, you're on the go, you're a mom, you got a crazy busy life, this is a great buy. So dry salami. Dry salami is one of my favorite things to snack on, especially with a side of macadamia nuts. Your whipping cream, you're half and half here. We are on the hunt for one of my favorite things to drink, LaCroix. Found it, found it. They have lemons, they have limes, and they have grapefruit. My favorite of all time is going to be the grapefruit. But this is definitely a good variety to buy if you have never had LaCroix and you want to try 3 different flavors. I definitely highly suggest this. I know that it could be hard not drinking when you are doing a keto reset. Opt for this. It honestly tastes like you're drinking soda or you're drinking something other than water. So it definitely breaks up that routine. I highly suggest that you pick this up. I may pick that up today. We'll show you what we get today. We are not getting everything I'm showing you because we don't need everything. Okay. Organic eggs, guys, 24 count for $7.79. You can't beat that. A lot of people like sour cream in their taco salad. Again, I don't eat a whole lot of dairy, but if I do, I definitely go for sour cream. This is a massive tub of cream cheese. What is this, 3 pounds? Oh, it's 3 pounds. Just kidding, I actually cheated. I saw the 3 and I guessed 3. A lot of keto recipes require you to have cream cheese in it. Fathead recipes definitely do. So pick yourself up a 3-pound tub. I think 3 pounds may be bigger than my head. Do you think my head weighs 3 pounds, babe?
Plus.
All right, mozzarella cheese. A lot of recipes on YouTube, on Pinterest that require you to have mozzarella cheese to make the dough, to make the bread. It's a good substitute, a good binder. Bacon. I love Costco bacon. Thick sliced Costco bacon. It tastes phenomenal. On top of that, you're not paying a buttload for it. It is 12 bucks. You get a whole lot for 12 bucks, guys. This is a great buy. Put it in your basket. My husband loves this peanut butter. It's smooth, it's creamy, and it's really affordable for what it is, all natural, just peanut and sea salts. All right, guys, almond butter. My favorite butter of them all is almond butter, and it is so affordable here, $7.39. Pick yourself up some good almond butter. Almond flour. You're going to see that a lot of recipes call for almond flour when you are baking. Absolute must-have in your pantry, guys. You're gonna see it everywhere. You're gonna see it in recipes. So pick yourself up some coconut oil, leave it in your pantry just in case you need it, because I'm gonna bet that you probably do. Again, you wanna have good fats, and a lot of the good fats are gonna be what you cook with. So olive oil, extra virgin, so it's gonna be the very first pressing of olive oil. Have it, you will need it for cooking. Okay, this is my favorite, guys. I love cooking with avocado oil. This is something I have to have in my pantry. It has to be there. It has to be also right next to my stove. I love avocado oil. It has a high heat tolerance, so nothing like olive oil. Olive oil gets a little bit smoky when the heat gets a little bit too high. This is great for frying. This is great for cooking. I have to have avocado oil in my pantry. Must have.
Smash your eggs. No, just kidding.
I got it on tape.
All right, guys, we did not pick up everything we showed you. That would have been crazy. We don't need everything, but here is what we picked up. We picked up some prime beef here, coconut oil, hot link sausages. Have to have that, guys. Organic eggs here, some rice cauliflower, bacon, avocados, avocado oil, peanut butter, macadamia nuts, and pistachio, and a few laundry detergent and garbage bag. All right, guys, thank you for following me along. Thank you for watching. If you did not hate this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, click that subscribe button. There's gonna be more tippy tales on tales of my life and of things that I find interesting. So if you have any suggestion for anything else, leave it down in the comments below. I love to hear from you. Well, until next time, signing off with some love and some gratitude.
Cheese, salami, almond butter, peanut butter, regular butter. What the heck do all of them have in common? What they have in common is that they are all high-fat, low-carbohydrate foods. And we all know about low-carbohydrate diets. We hear about them constantly. And with the advent of the Atkins diet about 10, 15 years ago, we are all flooded with success stories of people that have gone on low-carb diets. Well, the purpose of this video is to talk more about a ketogenic diet and a little bit of the difference between a true ketogenic diet and a low-carb diet, because there is somewhat of a difference. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to focus mainly on the ketosis ketogenic diet. What that is when you are so deprived of carbohydrates that your body starts to run on fats for fuel. And how that works in a little bit more detail is basically when you are deprived of carbohydrates, your body starts to burn through your already stored carbohydrates in the form of glycogen. You see, you hold carbohydrates in your muscles and in your liver glycogen and muscle glycogen. So the body starts to break those carbohydrates down. It takes 2 to 5 days for someone to usually burn through all of those carbohydrates and ultimately start shifting into that ketosis. Now, when you do finally deprive yourself of the carbohydrates, your liver starts converting fat into ketone bodies. Now, ordinarily, ketone bodies are produced when you're going through some form of starvation. A good, healthy body will produce ketones as a means of survival when you are starving. But by using the ketogenic diet and by eating the right kinds of foods at the right time, you can sort of manipulate that so that your body gets the benefits, if you will, of being in a starvation mode without necessarily the muscle wasting and some of the negative cognitive effects. So in this video, I want to address how ketosis works, who it works for, and when you should potentially do it. The first thing we have to ask ourselves is which is more effective, when the body runs on glucose or when the body runs on fats? Well, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword because it depends on your activity level. But one of the ways that I always explain it to my clients is that if you are consuming carbohydrates, you're consuming a food that has approximately 4 calories per gram. This is a great source of energy, obviously. Now, fat, on the other hand, contains about 9 calories per gram. So when you really think about it, at first glance, you're going to say, well, wait a minute, we've got way too many calories coming in from fat. I'm going to gain a lot of weight. But that's sort of a pessimistic way of looking at it. I encourage you to look at it a little bit differently. From an energy standpoint, if you can truly condition and prime your body to run on those fats, then you are getting more energy per gram rather than just thinking about it as calories. You can get away with eating a little bit less, feel satiated, and be able to have more energy throughout the day. And you don't really notice a difference because the fats do satiate you. They make it so you don't feel quite as hungry. Now, this brings me to a really good point too about the brain. You see, our brain does everything for us, especially when it comes to a diet. It's really more mental than anything. So on a ketogenic diet, something interesting happens with the body. You see, ordinarily the brain likes to run on glucose, but when you go on a ketogenic diet and you drop into ketosis and your liver is now producing those ketone bodies, there is one particular ketone. It's called beta-hydroxybutyrate. And this particular ketone has an interesting effect on the brain. You see, it provides more energy per unit of oxygen than glucose. So that means that once your body is thriving in ketosis, this one beta-hydroxybutyrate can really boost your brain power. And that, a lot of times, is that euphoric, good feeling that people get when they're on a very low-carb ketogenic diet. The other thing we have to look at is the positive effect on mitochondria in the brain when you're on a ketogenic diet. In fact, in a 2004 study, it was found with 2 groups, a control group that was just on a regular diet, and then another group that was on a ketogenic diet for an extended period of time. It was found that the group that was on a ketogenic diet for an extended period of time, well, they ended up showing positive success in terms of how the ketosis affected that gene expression in the mitochondria of the hippocampus and other portions of the brain, particularly the memory and focus portions of the brain. This, simply put, tells us that when we're in ketosis, the brain can expand a little bit more. The brain cells can grow a little bit more. The mitochondria is healthy, which means that we can get more energy, more blood flow, and more basically effectiveness out of the memory and focus portions of the brain. This is pretty big if you're someone that needs to use their brain for work, or you're really concerned about not eating enough food and losing that cognitive ability that you would ordinarily have. Now, who does ketosis work for, and who does ketosis not work for? If you are a high intensity athlete, if you're someone that is running a lot of sprints, running a lot of high intensity kind of movements and doing a lot of resistance training that's very heavy, ketosis may not be the best for you if you're very performance based. It will work from an aesthetic standpoint. It'll definitely help you lose some fat there, but you're going to find that you probably are a little bit weaker. The reason is those kind of activities, the kind of sports that involve quick, immediate bursts, high intense bursts, well, that requires the energy that is produced from ATP, that ATP production. That is predominantly run on glucose, so you will notice a decline there. However, if you are someone that does a lot of endurance training, or you're someone that maybe isn't all that active, then a low-carb ketogenic diet can work very well for you because you're not really activating that ATP regeneration as much. You're not needing that. You're running more on what's called beta oxidation, when your body pulls fat stores and oxidizes them for energy. So that's going to utilize more like the mitochondria, which again, as we found before, positive gene expression when you utilize ketosis. So there you have it. If you're a little bit more active, probably want to stay away from ketosis unless you're just looking for aesthetic benefits. Which leads me into the last and final question that I get asked a lot is, how much weight will I lose if I do a ketosis diet? Well, the thing is, a lot of times when you first start a ketogenic diet, you will lose some weight. And unfortunately, it's water weight. I hate to break that to you, and I'm going to explain real quickly why. You see, when we consume carbohydrates hold about 3.7 grams of water for every 1 gram of carbohydrate. So if we are holding carbohydrates in our muscles and in our liver in the way of glycogen like we're supposed to, you can imagine that we're retaining a little bit of water there. And that's good. We need that intracellular water. It's important. But when we start reducing the calories and reducing the carbohydrates out of our diet, we no longer have that stored glycogen there. That's why sometimes you'll notice like your muscles might feel a little bit smaller and stuff like that, because we're losing that water. And unfortunately, you lose some water weight. But then it kind of starts to balance out and you might start retaining some of that water. So my encouragement to you is to say, basically, if you start going on a ketosis diet and you lose that weight, well, if it does start coming back, just hang in there because you're just getting over the hump and then the fat loss starts to occur. So at the end of the day, a ketosis diet may or may not be right for you. It all depends on your activity level, and it really comes down to just trying it, because I've seen so many people that have success with it, and then I've seen other people that just feel nauseous and feel terrible doing it. One thing you have to remember before I let you go in this video is that difference between a low carb and a true ketosis diet. When you're in ketosis and your body's running on those ketones, you'll feel good because you're truly there. You're truly running on ketones, that beta hydroxybutyrate and those other ketone bodies. When you're just low carb, sometimes you're hovering right on the fence of dropping into ketosis, which is more often than not where people feel nauseous, where they feel sick, where they feel run down, because you're dancing a fine line between going into ketosis and not going to ketosis. So pick one or the other, understand what is right for you, and as always, please keep it locked in here on my channel, on my videos, and I will see you in the next one.